Hi all, welcome to Clear and Concise. Let's have a look at this question. Which of the following statement is true about coefficient of static and kinetic frictions? Coefficient of static and coefficient of kinetic friction are usually same. This is false because we know coefficient of static friction is usually higher than coefficient of kinetic friction. So here if we observe the option C seems to be correct, where they have given that mu k is less than mu s, that is coefficient of kinetic friction is less than the static friction, which is true. Let's consider a block of mass m which is on the floor. Now we are trying to apply some external force in order to move the block on the floor. So if we draw the free body diagram of this, we will have normal upward force N, which is equals to mass times gravitational acceleration, and friction force F, which is in the opposite direction to the applied force or motion of the block, where applied force is this one. Now if we plot the graph for friction force F and applied force P, we will have the following graph. We can clearly observe that with the increase in applied force P, the friction force gradually increases and attains a maximum value of mu s times n, where mu s is coefficient of static friction, which is slope of this curve, and n is normal force. Here we can clearly see that if we apply slightly more force than this one F max, then the block starts moving. So here we call this point as impending motion. Okay, at this point the block is ready to move or motion is impending. If we apply slightly more force than that, then suddenly there is a fall in frictional force, which is equals to Fk, that is equals to mu k times n. We know that n is constant, so the reduction in friction force is due to reduce in the coefficient of friction. So this coefficient of friction value is mu k, that is coefficient of kinetic friction. Put that mu s is generally greater than mu k because n is constant here. So the reduction in friction force is caused by the reduction in the value of coefficient of friction. So that is coefficient of kinetic friction.